Yes, it's done. Now you may proceed with your session. And all the best, Aiswarya. Maybe it's gonna be your first session taken in our EL group, right?
Thank you, ma'am. I will do my best. Okay. Okay, a very good afternoon, everyone. Now it's time for the grooming session, and this is your host, Aiswarya this side. And I will be ensuring to conduct this session smoothly. So I can see audience here and some new names too. So I will just keep my brief introduction about grooming session. So what is grooming session is? It is not just something like about grooming kids we use in our daily lives, but here with the beautiful souls and beautiful brains gathered to give our opinions, insight, and share our knowledge in a given particular topic. Like as a responsible individual, what should we do? Or as a responsible individual, what are we doing to tackle this fast changing world? So if you haven't registered your name till now, please participate. Please register your name via EL website. And without further delay, let's start with our first participant. Let me check who is our first participant. Okay, there is no participant yet. Please do register your name. Who want to participate? Anyone? Have you get those
Okay.
questions? Okay,
Yeah, you
Anthony.
can count me in.
Hello.
Yeah, I was saying
Hello.
that you can count me in.
Okay. Can you please
Uh,
register your name?
okay, okay. Is it possible that I first of all give the answers and then will register? Or should I
Okay,
register
no.
first?
Okay, now you may proceed. Three, two, one, go. Have you get this question?
Yeah, I got the question. It is pinned.
Okay, let's start now.
Okay. So good afternoon, good evening. Yeah, good afternoon, everyone. This is Anthony. Okay. What steps you have taken as an individual to keep our Mother Earth clean, and what major challenges you face to achieve those in daily basis? I would say initially I was not that much conscious about this issue, that it is that much major issue. Like I used to say that okay, people are just uh, it is just an overrated issue. But after that, when I realized the uh, real consequences, when I see this in real life, that okay, people are also feeling severe issues, and it is actually a severe issue which is going on in our India, or yeah, in the whole world, you can say. Then I started to take a little bit actions. Also, I cannot devote that much time because everyone have a lots of things going on in their life. But yeah, I do take certain measures in my life to make sure that I am also doing something for the Mother Earth, which is like which is very basic. Like I would say, if I'm going somewhere outside, then if I'm having a plastic wrapper, because I think everything is packaged right now. So if I'm having something packaged wrapper, then I just take it in my pocket, and then whenever I'm coming home, I just throw it in dustbin. And whenever I see something like dirty thing which is outside my home, I just clean it out. Yeah, these just basic things I just do. And if uh, I generally prefer carpooling also, and also uh, I would say I prefer public transport if I just want to go the small distances. Uh, I would just say it is just basic things. You can also implement. Everyone can implement this thing if you just have a clear intent to save the whatever. Let's go to the second one. We all have been through schools apart from school curriculum as an individual. What you wish you should have taught, or what things I think what I've noticed in the school curriculum, like they're more focused upon the solutions, which is true. Like you should be more focused upon the solutions rather than the problems. But if you won't be able to realize the students that the problem is that much big, that I've also mentioned in the initial phase that I didn't notice that these things are very much crucial and very much essential to save. So I was not taking that much preventive measures. uh, Now when I realized its true importance, that okay, it is very necessary to do that. Without that, our future generations can suffer. Even we can suffer. We are the future generations. Like So when then I started to take preventive measures. So I think that school curriculum kind of like uh, are not that much uh, well to do in the things to make realization to the people, make realization to the students that it is actually a major issue. Like just just a one chapter onto that won't contribute cannot contribute and cannot solve this problem fully. I would say activities may be involved. Yeah, nowadays a new education policy, I think so. It is helping the students in this way out. But yeah, definitely it is not that much uh, implemented in most of the part. So yeah, let's see. In the future, government will definitely take a step because nowadays in India, like especially I'm from Delhi, so I can tell it is uh, very much in the social media and also. Let's hope for better. Anyway, do you think every emotion should be validated? No, I don't think so. Uh, give your one personal experience where you have put efforts to understand emotions actually.
Yes, Anthony. I'm speaking. Hello, Anthony. Are you there? Okay, he is not. Okay, Anthony. Hello. Anthony, you haven't finished your third question. Do you want to proceed? Okay. So Anthony has given answer to two questions, and I really want to appreciate him. And in the first question, he said that to be responsible, we really do need to do basic things. Yes, to be responsible, they're really not need to be do something like rocket science. By basic things, we can really save our earth, like keeping wrappers that we are always try to throw in outside, we can keep put that into dustbin, and that will be fine. So thank you, Anthony, for that insight. And in the second question, you mentioned that we really need to focus, and we really need a better curriculum. So yes, but somewhere you said, oh, you didn't mention what we need. You should have mentioned, like for me, let me give example. I think finance, everyone should learn about finance. Everyone should maintain their personal finance. So from the school, if we have taught about finance, it would be really easy for all of us. And apart from that, yes, economics. Yes, we all should. We really, if we are really from the science background, commerce background, or arts, everyone should really learn about economics. We only then we really can fill the gap between the what political career are, what politicians are doing, and we are not just going to depend on those Instagram or some other um, on the post. So yes, and you haven't answered the third question, so that's fine. Please.
Oh, actually, Aishwarya, I would say that my network issue happened, so that's why suddenly I just left. Even I was
Okay.
speaking, I didn't realize that I just left.
Okay. Do you want to participate now? Do you want to answer that question now?
Yeah, yeah, definitely. If it's possible,
Okay.
then I can.
Okay. Okay. Please proceed.
Yeah. It's like, do you think every emotion should be validated? As I answered, I don't think so, because some of the emotions should be suppressed and uh, should not be come outside. Like some of the things you just feel, you just have to deal yourself. Talking about personal things, give your one personal experience where you have put efforts to understand emotion. Actually, it might be your or someone else. Actually, I would say in my college, I have experienced a lot of people were having a lots of things. going on the relationship things and all. I used to feel like I never had like that much long term like relationship. But yeah, I when I saw the people, it's like they were crying a lot. They were, bragging to the other person that okay, please stay in my life, please stay, please do not go there and there. So I was like, bro, you are depreciating your own value to that person. Why are you doing this? I was just this kind of person, and after that, when I realized, when I saw, and when I tried to understand the person's perspective, I was like, yeah, people get deeply attached to the other person, and when they leave suddenly, you just feel like, okay, I'm completely helpless. I'm completely restless. Like there is no one. The world just shattered out in front of me. Then only I realized the serenity, I would say, of this. I don't know whether serenity is perfect word for this thing. Even I forgot the meaning of serenity. Anyways, yeah, what to say, the uh, the depth of this kind of emotion. I just felt after that, like when I tried to understand, when I read the book. So I forgot the name of the book. Uh, I'm nowadays forgetting a lot of things. So then I understand the emotions of that person when I try too deeply, when I get along, when I connected to that kind of people. Anyways, in this answer, I fumbled a lot. I agree.
No issue actually, and actually it's good to forget a lot of things. Only then you will be able to remember more things. So, and you mentioned that after reading a book, you really understand about emotions. Yes, a book can also give you emotional depth that much. So, thank you,
Yeah.
Anthony. Your answer was really beautiful. Your confidence was really beautiful too. And about grammatical feedback, I would like to request Preet ma'am. You may proceed, please. Preet ma'am.
Yeah, hi, am I audible?
Yes, ma'am, you are
Yes,
audible.
you are.
Mhm. Yeah, hi, Anthony, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, ma'am. How are you?
Yeah, hope you're doing well.
Yeah, definitely. I hope for you too.
Yeah, all right. So you speak confidently, and that's the greatest strength. Still, there are few areas where tiny improvements can make your communication even more clear and more polished. First of all, I would say you were using fillers while you were thinking about something like what should I say next, and at that place you were using the fillers. So see, sometimes we rely on fillers, like we all are humans, we make mistakes, and when we think we use fillers. But see, here the catch is fillers, using fillers, they kind of make your speech unpolished. Okay, so to sound more polished, to sound more confident, just try to limit that fillers. Even if you're fumbling, don't use fillers. At that point, just pause for a while. Don't use fillers, don't use words like okay, or also. So try limiting that. Then the thing is, when you're losing, like when you're not able to proceed with the length, when you're not able to do that, okay, try using examples. Try using examples to explain a point of view, like short examples that will help you to reach the ideal length and make your message more relatable. All right, like for instance, or like instead of just fumbling and doing that kind of things, just try to use examples or something you see in your surroundings. Okay, try to make your point more clearer with that kind of things instead of just fumbling or stopping right there. Then we'll proceed with the grammatical errors. So a few small errors were there. First is when you said whenever coming home, when you were talking about that plastic stuff you put in your pocket, okay, and when you come home you put that in dustbin. So whenever I come home, all right, because you could say that is your habit, that is a thing that you do. All right, so whenever I come home, not whenever I'm coming home. Okay, and then you said make realization to people in second question when you were talking about students, when you were talking about people in general, that people have to realize. You said make realization to people. It's not that it would be, it would help people realize or make people aware. All right, that would be the perfect vocabulary for that thing. And then the pronunciation for like development. You said that word development, like that. So yeah, pronunciation of that. And then the last thing, when you were talking about yourself, an example, like you have said, I'm from Delhi, so I can tell. Don't say I can tell. In better ways, you can say, so I have seen this personally, or you can just say, I can say this confidently, rather than just saying I can tell. Okay, so that would be like that line would be great, and it would add more credibility to your answer, to your message. So just try doing that. All right, whenever you are giving some personal example, some experience that is personal, so use that kind of words. And for the last question,
Thank
you
you, ma'am,
have
for the
said,
feedback.
yeah, for
Okay,
the last
there's more.
question, just wait for a while. Yeah, for last question, you have said emotions should not should not become outside. You have said that thing should not become outside, not outside. Emotions should not come out. Okay, only out. Should not come out, not outside. And then you have said, I never had long term relationship. Okay, I have never had. All right, not I never had. I have never had a long term relationship. And then you kind of fumbled, and instead of saying feel, you said fell. So yeah, that is a fumbling error. And then you were looking for a word, a vocabulary to express that depth of emotions, that word. So you could say intensity, vulnerability, despair, longing. Okay, so that could be some words that could have been used at that place. So that's all. Overall, you were really good. You were fluent. So keep shining, keep participating.
Yeah, actually, I
Thank
was searching for that, but vulnerability, it was not coming in my mind. I was just searching for that.
Yeah.
Anyways, thank you for your feedback, ma'am. I would definitely improve.
Okay, thank you, Preet ma'am, and thank you, Anthony. Thank you, Preet ma'am, for your in-depth grammatical analysis for Anthony. And Anthony, you are really good. And please keep joining, keep learning, and keep growing with us. Now, so yes, actually, emotions. Without emotions, life would be really just black and white. So we're really looking forward to listen about emotion from other participants too. So please, if you have not registered yet your name in the EL website to say something about emotion here, please do register your name. Now we are moving to the second participant, Priyangshu Patel. Are you there?
Yeah, ma'am, I'm here. Good afternoon. It's
Good,
Patil.
good afternoon,
Ma'am,
Priyangshu.
yeah, please mute your mic. Like there's a disturbance. I don't know from which end it's there. It's very annoying.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. So you have got the question right?
Yeah, ma'am, I got it. A question.
Okay. So now you may proceed, and I'm muting myself.
Thank you. I don't want to be disrespectful, but I think there's some background noises from your end.
Okay, okay. I can control the background noises, so I'm doing muting. I'm muting myself.
Yeah, so it's my first time for the grooming session. Good afternoon to all. So the first question, what steps you have taken as an individual to keep our Mother Earth clean, and what major challenges you face to achieve those in a daily basis? I will say that even our Constitution of India itself prescribed that it shall be the duty of an individual in in a directive principle of state policy, Article 51 AG, that to protect and improve our environment and to have a compassion towards the living creatures as well. So I will say that from my perspective, or my point of view, I did certain kind of activities, but it's very bare minimum. But I will recommend the other people to just plant the trees at their end. They cannot just litter in the public and be self-conscious not to create any other kind of nuisance in the public in a form of like parking a car in the wrong way. It will create a nuisance not from your end, but it's a harm or dangerous to the other people whosoever have a right to access that particular public road. So yeah, and apart from that, okay, yeah, I'm blank. Sorry, what's the question? Okay, yeah. So even different kind of art describe different kind of activities. So from my end, I will say, yeah, I'm blank. Okay, okay, I will start it again. What step you have taken as an individual to keep our Mother Earth clean, and what major challenges you face to achieve those in daily basis. I will say that from my end, I will try to plan as much plan as we can, but sorry, extremely sorry.
Okay, Priyansu, you can start again. Priyansu, do you want to proceed? Priyansu, can you please rejoin again? You are not audible to us. Okay, I should think I should go with the third participant until Priyansu is coming. Sorry for the background noises. And our next participant is Ram. Ram, are you there?
Yeah, yes, I am. So, good evening, everyone. The questions are regarding environment, regarding our Mother Earth. The first question is, what steps you have taken as an individual to keep our Mother Earth clean, and what major changes you face, and what challenges you face to achieve those in daily basis. The biggest challenge which our Mother Earth is facing is climate change. The amount of carbon dioxide is too much, the pollution is too much. So the good change which I have taken is on the terrace I have planted lot of trees, lot of plants, and I'm taking and that one I have done. But the thing I feel challenges is in watering them, and that's why most of the times in the evening my mother is the one who is watering them. So this consistently watering them is the biggest challenge which I have, and I forgot to do that. And the thing which I can do is when I'm planting a plant in the terrace, I should water them also. And this habit I should build, which I'm lacking. The second question is, we all have been through schools. Apart from school curriculum, as an individual, what do you wish you should have taught, or what things you are learned by yourself to tackle the fast changing world? In my school, I was taught about computers, I was taught about different modern technology which is coming in the world, but they haven't taught me about um, the modern challenges which are there regarding the laws, the criminal activities which are happening in this world. These are not taught, and they should be taught to first. There should be awareness regarding these things also. The second thing is regarding the global issues such as climate change. That is not addressed properly in the schools. I still remember in class ninth, there used to be a chapter of environment, but it also doesn't mentions about the things which are very harmful and what steps we can take to address climate change. This thing should be taught. This is what I feel. And after doing my school in the other platforms like English learners, there were various people who were talking about these things, and they were very informative. When I watched podcasts, when I read more about these things, I found that what are the ways we can implement in our home, in our lifestyle, which are eco-friendly. And the third question is asking about what do I think. Every emotions should be validated. Give your one personal experience where you have put efforts in understanding emotions actually. It might be your own or someone else. So knowing the biggest thing which we can learn is emotional intelligence, and we can learn it by understanding our emotions. What is emotional intelligence? An art of regulating emotions, and it can be learned when we are understanding that what emotions we have. We might feel happiness while doing some activity. We might feel some fear, some hesitation. Sometimes when we are doing any activity, we feel that that is not too valuable. But when we deep dive into it, when we deep dive the reason why I'm feeling so, you might find that there is a fear of failure inside you, and that is why you are not taking part in such activity. So having understanding about um, okay, sorry. So having understanding of emotions is very essential, and how we can build it. Reflective essay or reflective writing is a solution of it. Why? When you write about your emotions, that what you are feeling right now. For example, in the evening I'm writing that I when I took part in the grooming session of hosted by Chitra, hosted by uh, Aiswarya, what I felt, uh, what challenges were there. Was I struggling there? Was having anxiety? Then questioning using 5W1H framework, that what was the reason? Why was the anxiety? When the anxiety usually comes, how can I tackle that anxiety? So writing such things on paper every night as a part of reflective writing is actually very beneficial in understanding the emotion, and indirectly it helps us in having emotional regulation. So this activity we can do, and this activity we can also apply on someone else. um, for example, one of my friend, uh, y- okay, why we should apply this activity on someone else? Because we will be able to understand that what are the reason they are not behaving in the way you are expecting them to behave. You're expect Many times we hate people because we expect them to behave into a particular way, and when they don't behave that, we become angry that why it is happening. Did they cheated you? They are wrong person or not? These type of questions are there. But when we are writing a reflective writing regarding them also, then also we are able to understand what their emotions are. For example, once I was mentoring a debate, and in that debate my friend was a participant in it. And on the sudden moment, during the debate, he backed off, saying that there is a network issue. And we all know that there was nothing network issue like that. But when I tried to understand that what are the reason, what might had happened, was there anxiety, pressure, or fear of failure, etc., I was able to understand the emotions that okay, he was striving, yet there were some challenges. Based on that, he backed off. So this shows that when we are writing a reflective essay or reflective writing about some incident happen, your own actions or action done by someone else, you will be able to understand that more about that person. The emotional intelligence will increase based on that. So this is the answer from my side. Thank you.
Thank you, Ram. I really wanted to listen from you more and more. And so let's start with the first question, where you said that you have to keep watering the trees, and that's why you think it's a hustle for you. And yes, there is nothing free. If you want to get something fruitful, you really have to put effort, and our generation is really that much capable of. So we all are hoping for best our Mother Earth, and we will keep doing. So for the second question, you said, okay, wait. So about yes, which what thing you have taught, and so you said that you really wanted to learn about those criminal activities, those laws. Yes, we all should know about this, and I really haven't this idea in my mind, and it really got struck me now. So we should all learn about this too. And so yes, thank you for your this insight. And the third question, it was really amazing, and I don't know if I should share this yet or not. Yes, I have also got blank sometime when I join this other sessions, and yes, there is anxiety in people. There is that much in emotional insecurity, and by learning that the other people are also learning emotional depth, they are actually understanding your emotion. It feels now to be you are in safe position, safe environment to be open up. So thank you, Ram. Thank you all the people like you who are really emotionally understandable. And thank you all.
Thank you for the beautiful question and the feedback, and thank you for sharing your own experience also. Thank you.
And for the grammatical feedback, I would like to request Preet ma'am. She will tell you definitely what need to be corrected. Preet ma'am, please.
Yeah. Hi, Ram. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Hope you're doing well.
Yes, I'm doing well. I'm doing great. How about you?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm also doing well. Okay, let's start with your grammatical feedback. The very first mistake that you have made is when you were talking about, watering the plants, that you want to build it as a habit, right? You said this habit I should build. You have used the second form of verb there. So you are doing something which you have to, which you want to add in your routine. So you have to use a present form of verb there. So it would be this habit is something I should build, or I should build this habit. Okay, not build because it is a past tense. Then you have said these are not taught. When you were talking about your school, when you were talking about the things that were taught in the school, so you said these are not taught. I guess it's kind of fumbling. You said are in fumbling. So it's not are. These were not taught because you are referring something which happened in past, right? And then you have said in class ninth. It's not class ninth. When you are talking about, standard or class, you don't say ninth. You don't say it like that. You just say in class 9. Okay? In class 9, not ninth. And then you have to add a the before environment. There used to be a chapter on the environment, because here you are talking about a particular thing which is a particular chapter. So you have to say the environment. Then you said after doing my school. It's not doing my school. It would be after finishing school or after completing my schooling. All right. Hope you get that. It's not after doing my school. It won't be that. Then you said we might feel happiness in doing some activity. So see, here the mistake is the model that you have used, the might that you have used here. So might is very weak and I would say unnatural here. The better options that you can use in the same sentence would be we often feel happiness while doing certain activities, or we tend to feel happy. Okay, might won't be the right model there, because you're talking about something that we do this and we feel happy, right? And we like often feel happy. So the right thing that could be used there would be often or tend to. Then you said, so having understanding of emotions. So having an understanding of emotions, right? Because you is a vowel there. So you will be saying, so having an understanding of emotions, or you could just say, so understanding emotions becomes more important. So yeah, if you're using only understanding of emotions, you have to use an before understanding. Then when you were talking about a personal example of grooming sessions, like you participate in grooming sessions, so you talked about Chitra's grooming session and then you hopped on to Aishwarya's grooming session, right? So it is happening today, and Chitra's grooming session happened in past. So when you were talking about that, you have used only past verb for both of the incidents. So if you have to describe like one incident from past to present, so you have to shift the tenses, right? So that was a very, I guess you have done this in fumbling or might be something like that, but yeah. So when you're talking about something, be aware what you are talking about. Okay, so for that you should have used for that you have used a past tense, so that's perfectly fine. But yeah, when you were talking about a present thing, you have to use a present tense there. And then when you were talking about the reflective writing, you said when we are writing our reflective writing, you have said that. It's not writing, it would be right, because you're talking about something that people should do daily. And whenever you talk about something that you daily or something that is a part of your daily routine or your habit, you always say that thing in present tense. Okay? Simple present. Like you would not be adding a ing there. So it would be when we write, okay? Not when we are writing. Then you have said on the sudden moment. It's not on the sudden moment, it would be at that sudden moment, okay? Or all of a sudden. Or it won't be on, you could have used in that sudden moment. All right. And then I guess here you were confused, like which word should I use? So just correct me if I'm wrong here. You said he was striving. You have said that, right?
Yeah, yes,
Striving.
yes.
When you were talking about your friend who has backed off because he were underconfident or something. So it won't be striving in that case. You could say he hesitated or he held himself back due to low confidence, right? So striving actually means trying hard. So which is the total opposite of what you were talking about. The context that you have put in that scenario. So it is total opposite vocabulary. So it would be he hesitated. Yeah, and overall, apart from this, overall, you are very expressive, very engaging. And what I really love about yourself is like you are not on the examples that are like examples of community or something. You are personal examples. So that is a really good thing that shows that how much great speaker you are. So just keep doing this, and you were really great. Your content was really good. I've loved it.
Thank you, ma'am, and thank you for the grammatical mistake. And next time I will do keep mind while using these words. I will use them in correct grammar. And please, next time also,
Mhm.
please give feedback in this beautiful manner. Thank you.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, thank you, Preet ma'am, for your in-depth analysis, and thank you, Ram, for joining this session. We are looking forward to listening from you more and more. So keep joining, keep learning, and keep growing. So yes, Ram has already told about the writing part, how writing helps us to validate our emotion. I I actually want to again light up those. Yes, writing helps to validate your emotion. It's actually not the word writing. Actually, we all should journal in our life once or more. Please do start journaling. You will know how it is actually beneficial for you. So we are looking forward to listen more from other audience, what their reviews. And please, if you haven't registered yet, do register your name. And we are going to moving forward with our next participant, Subham, are you there?
Yes, ma'am. I'm present.
Okay, good
Good
afternoon,
afternoon.
Subham.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Okay, so you know the questions?
Yes, I have seen the questions.
Okay, so you now proceed.
Good afternoon, everyone. This is Shubham, and I have three questions to discuss about. First question is, what steps you have taken as an individual to keep our Mother Earth clean, and what major challenges you face to achieve those in daily basis? I come from a village. I am a nature lover. So I still remember that I have planted so many trees so far. I, I I think I cannot count how many trees I have planted, and because I know the importance of trees, I have studied the trees. They play a very vital role in sustaining life on the earth. They also give us the crucial oxygen through which we all are surviving. So that's why I thought, okay, let's plant trees which can give us pure oxygen and make my environment very greenery. So that's why I uh, uh, took up planting trees as my hobby, and it is still going on. I, whenever I spend time in nature, I feel very serene. Means I feel tranquil, as if all of my problems have gone down. So that's why I think I have taken the initiative to make my environment, make my beautiful planet safer for each and everyone. But uh, in order to become successful in my goal, I have been facing a lot of challenges. What are the challenges I have been facing? First of all, on one hand, I have been planting trees. On the other hand, people are cutting down trees because so many people in my village are unaware of the importance of trees. They think trees are only the resources to cut down and get money after selling them. But they don't know that because of trees, our biodiversity is balanced, and trees play a huge role for all lives to survive. So I know how to deal with the challenge. First of all, I need to make these people aware of the importance of trees, and I should inform them what is the current situation we all people are facing. I mean to say the global warming, climate change. I can highlight these issues in front of them. Moreover, I can also inform them that if we continue this practice, cutting down trees, our future generation will face a very big problem. So, uh, in order to uh, help our future generation, and in order to in order to help the future generation, we have to take the initiative as soon as possible, and this is the right time. That's how I can make them understand about their role in sustaining the beautiful earth. So government also has to play the critical role in order to uh, make in order to make it successful. Okay, so moving to the second question. We all have been through schools. Apart from school curriculum, as an individual, what you wish to should what you wish you should have taught, or what things you are learning by yourself to tackle this fast changing world. Hmm. Okay, when I was in school, I was only taught theoretical knowledge, only academic books. Apart from that, I didn't learn many things. Uh, I think the teachers should have taught me about uh, taught me about how to control emotion, or uh, and moreover, in the school there should be the communication skill practice, so that I would become a very good communicator and could deliver my speech very beautifully at present. But it is very sad to say that I didn't get these opportunities. And uh, and I also notice one problem that the young generation is facing in this contemporary world, that is health problems. People are facing health problems, including children, elderly people, everyone. So in the school, if students are taught about exercise, or how to do meditation and all, that could help students a lot to focus on their studies or to work upon their health, because at the end health matters a lot. If your health is not well, you cannot concentrate on your studies, you cannot take a good decision about your life. So health matters a lot. And we all know that India is a country where we have huge population, and this huge population comes under youngsters. So if we need to make them perfect for the country, health priority comes first, in my opinion. Okay, moving to the third question. Do you think every emotion should be validated? Give your one personal experience where you have put efforts to understand emotions actually. It might be your own or someone else's. No, every emotion should not be validated. First of all, we need to understand what are the emotions. We have kindness, we have anger, we have fear. These are the emotions. So sometimes these emotions are really validated. These emotions are really needed for our personal growth. Kindness is needed, we all know, because if we don't have kindness, how we can love others, how we can appreciate somebody's talents, somebody's quality. Even without kindness we cannot love ourselves. So definitely we need to have kindness to make a better society, or to help one another. And fear is also needed, because if you think that you are very daring at every places, everywhere, that could be very devastating in your life. If you think uh, uh, if you think that suppose you see a tiger, and seeing the tiger, if you become very confident or daring, okay, let's face the tiger, then definitely the replication will be very hard, very harsh for you. So we all need to have fear. Fear can help us to stay back. Fear can help us to protect ourselves. So we need fear, right? So some emotions are good and emotions are inborn, inherent. You cannot completely completely wash them off. Instead you can control them. And for controlling emotion you need to know yourselves, uh, actually who you are, and what are the qualities that you have. Maybe you are quite angry, so you need to know that you are an angry person. So when you are speaking in public place, you need to control it. You need to make sure that whatever you say, your words are accurate, that words don't hurt anybody. And if you think that you are too kindness, still it could be very dangerous if you show your kindness to each and every one. Kindness is good, but not all the time, because if you show your kindness to each and every one, you may be manipulated by many people. So that's why I think know yourself, know what is good and what is bad. That's why you need to read so many books. There are so many books which can teach you about controlling emotion. So many books which can teach you about what is good and what is right, even psychological book as well. So these books can help you to make a better decision in your life. And so that's all from my side. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Subham. It was wonderful. And in the first question, I like how you said, "I know what to do." It's actually just by recognizing we are not going to be responsible. By doing, by taking action, we are actually going to be responsible. I like how you said, "I have to approach the people. I have to tell them how important is not to cut the trees. I like how you said you are going to you are ready for to approach people. And in the second question, I am forgetting the questions actually. Okay, yes, what you really wanted to talk. Yes, how you mentioned about health, the top notch point. We all are know how important health is, how everyone is getting through the health issues. So yes, how it would be really beautiful if all we are all will be able to know about health related issues from the very beginning. We can control them from the very beginning. I really like how you mentioned about health. In the third, I love your agony that you said you don't want to validate every emotion, and after that you really validated every emotion from fear, from love, from everything. If you were yes, we are the generation where emotions can safely be validated. So thank you, Subham. Your face was wonderful.
Thank
We
you.
all want to listen more and more from you from the next session. And for the grammatical feedback, I would like to request Preet ma'am, please.
Yeah, hi Shubham, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, ma'am. I know I have made so many grammatical errors, ma'am.
Okay, no worries, no worries. It's just a part of your journey. When you know your mistakes, you actually improve. So it's a good thing, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, yes. I
Yeah,
love to
so
listen my
let's,
mistakes.
all right, let's start by all right. So overall, I would say, see, there were a lot of noticeable fillers in your speech. Okay, you were really fluent. I must say that you were really fluent. But when you were using that fillers now in your speech, so they kind of made your speech unpolished. Okay, so they affect your fluency. Just try to limit using the fillers. Try limiting doing that. Right when you are speaking, just pause for a while when you're thinking something instead of like saying that filler, instead of using a filler. So that would make your speech much more impactable. All right. And the second thing that I have noticed is overall, like in the second answer, you sounded kind of monotonous. Like in the first question, in the first answer, you were really energetic. You had that kind of energetic delivery. But in the second question, your tone shifted to monotonous when you were saying something, when you were thinking something from past and you were expressing that. So for that, like my suggestion is, see, whatever you are speaking, whatever you are talking, okay, even if it is a lie, even if it is a thing that you have made up in your mind, still maintain the tone. Okay, don't let it notice, okay, to the other people. So yeah, maintain the engagement that you are maintaining, that you have started from the beginning. All right, so let's move on to the grammatical feedback now. Okay, so see, you have said I'm a nature lover, right? It's nothing like it's not that wrong, but there are better ways to say the same thing. You could say I'm environmentally inclined, or you could say I'm deeply connected to nature. All right, instead of saying just I'm a nature lover. Then you said they provide us crucial oxygen through which we all are surviving. When you were talking about plants, that they provide us oxygen. So it won't be crucial. Crucial is not the right vocabulary. It's not the right word to use there. It would be they provide us with the vital oxygen we depend on. Okay, it won't be surviving. It would be depend. We depend on. Or you could just say trees provide us, like they produce the oxygen which is essential for our survival. All right. Then you said I took up planting trees as my hobby. So it won't be planting trees, it would be tree planting. Okay, I took up tree planting as a hobby. Or more naturally, you can just say I developed the habit of planting trees. All right, if you're talking like if you're saying hobby in the end, right, so you have to say tree planting because that is the hobby. Planting trees is not regarded as a hobby. I mean, that's the not collocation, the correct collocation. Okay, so planting trees is not a correct collocation, it's tree planting. Then you said when I sit in nature, I feel tranquil, I feel serene. So yeah, obviously tranquil and serene were the nice words to use there. I really appreciate the vocabulary choice that you have used there. Then when you were talking about cutting and planting trees, you said on one hand I'm planting trees and on the other hand people are cutting trees. So see, on the other hand, I guess you just said on other hand. So there would be on the other hand, right? Or you could just say on the other. People are cutting trees. Or if you want to be more expressive in the same way, you could just say while I'm trying to contribute, others are undoing that. Okay? While I'm trying to contribute. So while would be a better choice of word to use in the particular scenario, because it's a thing that you are practicing. So while is a good word to use there. Then you said I should inform them. It's not inform, it would be aware. I want to make people aware about trees. Like they protect us, they give us oxygen, they give us like a place to live, right? A nice place to live. So I should make them aware, not I should inform them. Or you could just say I should create awareness among them. And then you said, when you were talking about government, you said government also has to play critical role. Again, critical is not the better word to use there. You could say significant, and here you can use crucial. Okay, significant, crucial, essential. So the government has to play a essential role there. Then when you were talking about your school, you said I was taught, right? You said that I was taught. You could simply say I was brought up with the understanding that, right? The thing that you have learned at your school, the thing that your teachers have taught you. So you could just say I was brought up with that. Then you said like health, when you were talking about health, so you could say healthy. Okay, I'm not now able to remember the exact thing that you have said, but yeah, it won't be health when you're, regarding people, when you're talking about people, when you're indicating people in that scenario, you would say healthy. You would say that. And then the thing is, you have said huge population comes under youngsters. So that is not a correct sentence. It would be a large portion of our population consists of young people. Okay, it won't be come under, it would be consist of young people, not huge population, but a large portion of population. Because here you are talking about only one community, which is youngsters. So a large portion of our population. And then you said you cannot wash off your emotions. So it won't be wash off. The better phrasing that you can use in the same scenario is you cannot wipe away. Okay, it won't be wash off, it would be wipe away. You cannot wipe away your emotions. Or you could just simply, if you want to be more, casual, so casually you could just say you can't simply switch off emotions. So that would be the casual way of saying the same thing. And yeah, wash off won't be there, it would be wipe away. Then you said that words don't hurt anybody. So here the thing is, you were talking about something like, you were talking about like you have given an example of an angry person who would just shout in public. So they should not be using the words that could hurt anybody. So suggestion here is you should remember that words can hurt people. Okay, because at that point you were giving the suggestion to other people, like you should not be using something that can hurt anybody. So you can just say you should remember that words can hurt people, or you could say be mindful while using particular words in public. So yeah, all in all, overall, I would say your content was really strong. It was expressive and personal, so which made your answer feel more genuine and authentic. Examples were well chosen and they added depth to your ideas. So keep shining, keep participating. You have done a great job.
Ma'am, I don't have any word to appreciate you, ma'am. What a precious suggestion you have given me. Wow, in depth, ma'am. Superb. I have just enjoyed the suggestion you have given to me. Just mind blowing.
Yeah, no worries. Keep participating, keep shining.
Thank you, Preet ma'am. I really want to say, how can someone be so concentrated on each word, each line, uh, on taking those grammatical error notes? You are really amazing, and I am really inspired by you. Thank you, Preet ma'am, and thank you, Subham, for your really beautiful speech. We are
Thank you
looking
so
for
much, ma'am.
more from you as well. So keep joining, keep learning, and keep growing. So yes, as Shubham said, we should just not be responsible but take action. And sometimes I really try to take action too. Sometimes I said no to plastic in the shop, and the shopkeeper, ironically, the shopkeeper said, "Take it. It is not costing me more." And I think how ironically they don't think about the system, the environments, they are just in the survival mode. I really think our generation will think differently. So I really want to know, and we all really want to know how our generation are thinking about this. So please, who have not registered yet in the Yale website, please register your name and join the session. And now we are moving to the next participant. Next participant is Sonia Singla. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, so I know you know the question.
Yeah.
Okay, so you now can you proceed? You can proceed now.
Okay, thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. Uh, First question: what steps do you have taken as an individual to keep our Earth, Mother Earth, clean, and what major challenges you face to achieve those in daily basis? Well, to keep our Earth, Mother Earth clean, I make a lot of efforts daily. For example, I avoid throwing garbage at random anywhere, and but when uh, I'm very disappointed when I see people these days do not care about these things to clean their city clean, as they throw garbage in everywhere wherever they see, and there are very heaps of garbage everywhere I can witness when I pass through the city. It looks very dirty. uh, as I am residing in a very big city, Gurgaon, still it is very dirty everywhere in this city, due to the reason that people don't care about the cleanliness. I must say that people should take care that as they keep their home clean, in the same way the city in which they are living, they should keep it clean. Otherwise, we will feel ourselves that we are living in a very dirty place. So government should also take strict steps to deal with this problem, such that they should fix a fine for anyone who is found throwing the garbage anywhere at random, and they should and I think they should put the garbage bins everywhere for the wet and dry garbage, so that it can be used accordingly. The wet garbage for making the we can say that for making the, I'm not getting the word. Yes. um, Manure, yeah, for making the manure, and the dry garbage can be treated as accordingly. So I one more thing that I want to say to keep city clean, that we should plant more and more greenery in our city, and these are the some steps which can help to make our Mother Earth clean. Second question: we all have been to schools apart from school curriculum. As an individual, what you wish you should have taught, or what things you are learning by yourself to tackle this fast changing world? Yes, apart from the school curriculum, students should be taught I think, moral values. These are very important for the students or the children, as these days they are lacking, which I have noticed. They don't know how to greet their elders, and when I have witnessed many times that when I meet with such some children, they don't know how to greet the elders, and they don't know the moral values, that someone visit to their house and they don't have they don't know how to attend their guest, when they visit their home. And yes, I think these values should be taught these days apart from the school curriculum. These are very necessary. Third question: do you think every emotion should be validated? Give your one personal experience where you have put efforts to understand emotions. Actually, it might be your own or someone else. Uh, yes, some emotions are there which should be validated. Uh, I personally think so. As when I am very disappointed, when if someone, my close friend or my family member validate these emotions and they listen to me carefully, and they it soothes me a lot. Some emotions are there which should be validated. It these are validation is very important for our mental health, mental well-being, I can say, and it is very important for our relaxation. After the validation, we feel very relaxed, as I can say about myself only, and it reduces the stress which we are facing a lot. I think this is very important. Some emotions which should be validated. That's it from my side. Thank you.
Thank you, Sonia. So your answers are really simple and nice and short, and I really like how you mention about planting trees is really important. In the second question, how you mention about every children should be taught about moral value. Yes, just theoretical knowledge is not enough. We all should know about moral values because we are social animal. We should live with each other, and if we don't have moral values, we are not able to be happy with others. So yes, moral value is a top-notch point. We all should learn by ourselves, or if school is teaching you, it's really beneficial. And in the third question, I like how you said emotions really, validating emotion really helps you to reduce your stress. Yes, that's why you should validate your emotion. It will really help you with your mental health. Thank you, Sonia. And for the grammatical feedback, I would like to request Preet ma'am.
Yeah. Hi, Sonia. Good afternoon.
Hello, Preet ma'am. Good afternoon.
Hope you're doing well.
Yeah. I'm doing very
Mm-hmm.
well.
Yeah. It's always, really nice to listen to you. You are very crisp and concise in everything that you express. You were fluent and expressive, so it made your ideas easy to flow. Great energy you had. Now let's move to the grammatical errors and the corrections. So, at the first question, you have said, I avoid throwing garbage random everywhere, like at random everywhere. So, see, the right sentence would be, I avoid throwing garbage randomly. Okay, or you could just say, I avoid throwing garbage anywhere. And if you want to include both of the words, then the sentence would look like, I make sure I don't throw garbage anywhere randomly. Okay, here random is something, see, anywhere would be a place. Okay, so it would be a noun, something is a noun. So now you're expressing that noun. Okay, so expressing that noun, it would be expressed with the adverb here. So that adverb would be at last. Okay, so it won't be random, it would be randomly. Hope you get that. And then the second thing, then you said there are very heaps of garbage, it looks very dirty. Okay, you won't be saying very heaps, you could just say there are huge heaps. Okay, not very heaps, huge heaps of garbage, and it looks very dirty. Or you could just say it looks filthy. Okay, when you were talking about garbage, so you get that foul odor, that smell, so you could just say filthy, that place looks filthy. Then you said dry garbage can be. Okay, so here the thing is, you were using can. Okay, the model can. You were using, okay, all right, it could be there. Like, you can use it to give suggestions, but still, like, can expressive, it express the possibility or options. Okay, so in that scenario, it works really well. And when you are giving some suggestions, just try using could. Okay, it could do this, it could do that, it could improve that, right? So could would be the very nice word to use there instead of can, because can expresses possibility or options. Then you said, when you were talking about second thing, the schools, you said taught the moral values. You won't be adding the in front of moral values. Okay, it doesn't need that. You can just say taught moral values. Okay, and then you were talking about children, like you have said, I meet with such children. You will not say meet with. Okay, with meet you can't use with. You can just say I meet such children or I come across such children. And if you want to use with, you will say I interact with. Okay, I interact with such children. Meet with is not natural here. All right. Then you said they don't know the moral values. So here the thing is, you could say just say they haven't been taught essential moral values. Okay, that would sound more natural and more expressive, more like dramatically complimenting. Okay, instead of just saying they don't know the moral values, because know isn't the right word to use there. Okay, it is a very common word. So yeah, it's not the right word to use there. You could just say they lack basic moral values, or you could just say they haven't been taught essential moral values. Then you said how to attend their guest, right? When you were talking about the same children, like they don't know how to attend their guest. So here I guess you were talking about greeting the guest. Like they come up and they show up, but they don't know how to greet that guest morally. So yeah, attend is wrong here. So if you want to, if you were saying that, okay, greet, if you're talking about greeting, then you could say just how to greet their guest. So yeah, you can correct me if I'm wrong here.
No, ma'am, it's okay, totally okay. I am noting down all this on my notebook.
Yeah. Yeah, I just want to, I just want to ask this from you. If you're talking in that scenario, like they don't know how to greet their guest when they show up, okay? They don't know how to greet their guest politely. So in that scenario, the word attend is not the right word, okay? So it would be greet or receive. How to receive their guest politely. Yeah, and overall, I have said like you are crisp, you are concise, you're fluent delivery. It's really good. Your thoughts are very clear. So keep participating, keep shining.
And thank you, Preet ma'am, for your valuable feedback. Really, it's a lot for me.
Yeah.
Thank you, Preet ma'am, and thank you, Sonia ma'am, and for your beautiful insight. Keep joining, keep learning, keep growing. So we are now moving to next participant, and we don't have any participants. So from here, anyone want to participate? Prince, princess, anyone want to participate? Prince and princess.
Yeah. So what is the topic?
So you can check in the pinned message. There are 3 questions for the grooming session. You have to answer those questions.
Okay, let me check.
Would you like to participate?
Yeah, let me check the questions, then I will.
Okay. Did you get those questions?
Yeah.
Okay, we really have to wrap up the
So
session soon. Are you ready for answering?
okay, just tell me, I have to answer all 3 questions or just one question?
If you are comfortable in answering 3 questions, you can go with, or just do as you are comfortable. If you want to answer all, you can, or either give 1 or 2 answers.
Okay. So first question, like what step you have taken as an individual to keep our Mother Earth clean, and what major challenges you have to face achieve those in daily basis? So for personally, I just try to keep clean, like you know, putting uh, putting all that things that it's dust. Like I used to put everything in dustbin instead of putting here and there. So it make mesh all around. So I do these things in daily basis. It's become a habit of me. And major challenges I have faced, that I didn't face those kind of challenges, but thing is like I have seen people, they are throwing that peppers and polythene here and there. So that things that I can't tell to anybody that you have to do. So I, from my side, I don't give effort like you have to put it into dustbin or something. I don't have courage to say all these things. So that's all only from my side. I do whatever I can. And second question, I didn't get the second question. We all have been through schools apart from school curriculum. As an individual, what do you wish you should have taught, or what things you are learning by yourself to tackle this fast changing world? I didn't get this one.
So this question is basically, apart from science, that's commerce, what you really wanted to learn? Is this finance, economics, or just public speaking, or something that you feel you have the need, but you don't know, so you get struggle, so you wanted to learn. Is there any kind of thing you wanted to learn?
Yeah, except from my subject, like academic subject, I wanted to go for that athletic, like running kind of things. I have interest since childhood, but after when I went to college, it stopped everything. Like I didn't get any opportunities for that extracurricular activities. So that things that I still feel I should get some opportunity, then I could do better in life. But life took me somewhere else, so I didn't get those things. And those that's all about the second question, I guess. And the third one, do you think your every emotion should be validated? And give your one personal experience where you have put efforts to understand emotions. Actually, it may be your own or someone else. uh about emotions, yes, I most of the time I got confused about my own emotions and about others also. When I came to now I came to one place, not from very far from my mother place. So thing is that I I got confused to understand the emotions of other persons also, even to understand my own emotions also. Sometimes I got all confused mind why I'm doing this. I don't want to, but I did it. And why those emotions comes, why the sometimes fears comes suddenly. I don't want to fear, but sometimes fear come out of nowhere. And like emotions of people also, other persons also, I try to understand why they are giving all kind of reaction like this. And so yeah, this kind of I put lots of efforts. Sometimes I do overthinking, so it's happened to me. And about the validations of the emotions, I sometimes, yeah, emotions have validation and it happen for for a reason. But sometimes I don't understand why it's happening.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all.
Are you done with your question?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you for the participation. Your answers were really casual, simple, and more like informal conversations. So keep participating more. Just you can enhance your vocabs. Now, as in of the second question, you said life took you other side. So yes, every person feel like that, and every person put some extra effort to get what they want. And I hope you will also put some extra effort to go where you want. In the third question, you said it's really confusing about your emotions. Yes, it is the first step where you will go. You will really willing to learn about your emotion, and it is the first step to learn and validate your emotion. And like everyone, you will learn to validate your emotion. It's your first step just. So don't get so much confused. Keep understanding your emotions. And for the grammatical feedback, Preet name is here and she will tell what need to be corrected.
Yeah, hi Princess, good afternoon.
Hi, good afternoon.
Hope you're doing well.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah,
And
let's
how do you do?
continue. Yeah, I'm also doing well. All right, let's continue with your constructive feedback. I would say you spoke well, but try adding personal examples or observations from around you. All right, because this will make your answers more expressive, relatable, or you could say you can just, speak up to the length, up to the mark you can speak. Okay, so just try adding examples and observations. Now let's move to the grammatical feedback. In the very first answer, you have said when I went to college. It won't be when I went to college. Correct and more smoother version would be when I joined college. Or you could just say when I entered college. Okay. So when I went to college isn't the correct way of saying the same thing. Then you said, but life took me somewhere else. So yeah, as Aishwarya said earlier, you were quite casual and very much frank in speech, but still, yeah. Okay, so see, still, this sentence is not correct grammatically, okay? So you could just say, but life took me in different direction. Or you could just say, to be more natural and expressive, you can say, life led me to another path. All right? We think that the casual phrasing or the casual sentences are correct, but sometimes they are not correct grammatically. Okay, so yeah, keep that thing in mind. And then when you were talking about this thing, you have said mother place. I guess you didn't got the right word, like what to say there. So it won't be mother place. You could say birthplace, native place, or hometown. Okay, so that three would be the correct vocabulary to say in that scenario. Mother place is not a right word to say. I mean, it's not even a word. Okay, so yeah, keep that thing in mind. And then you said emotions of other persons. You said persons in the last, right? In the last of the sentence. So it won't be that. It would be other people's emotions. Okay, if you want to say that in possessive form, you would say other people's emotions or other person's emotions or the emotion of others. As simple as that. All right. And then proceeding with the next thing, you said I don't want to do it, but I did it. When you were talking about your emotions, right? I don't want to do it, or you could just say, I don't want to feel it, but still I feel it. Okay, still I feel it. The sentence, the tense that you would be using there, it would be a present tense, because now you're talking about something that would be there in present. So you won't be using a past form of the verb. Okay, present form of verb would be there. I don't want to feel it, but still I feel it. Still I get that feeling. Okay, the form of verb would be the present because you're talking about something that happens in present. And then, yeah, again, you said, I don't want to fear, but sometimes fear comes out of nowhere. So, yeah, I don't want to feel fear. Okay, it's not, I don't want to fear, but I don't want to feel fear because fear is an emotion. It is something we can't see, we can't touch, abstract thing, right? So, you will be saying, I don't want to feel fear. Feel would be there to justify that word. but sometimes it comes out of nowhere. Yeah, and then the thing is, keep participating, keep improving. You are truly appreciated for speaking on the spot. So, yeah, that's
Thank you
it.
so much, ma'am, for your feedback, and I will try to improve all these things. Thank you, ma'am.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Preet ma'am, and thank you, Princess. Keep joining, keep learning, and keep growing. Ma'am, we have one more participant, and this is why. Why are you there? Why?
Yep, hi, I'm there.
Okay, so you have the questions?
Let me check. Just a second.
Okay, yeah.
It is in the pinned message, right? Three questions.
Try to be concise or getting ahead of the time.
So, sorry, you're not audible, I guess. Um, Let me just. These are the questions, right? These three questions. I texted in the group.
Actually, our background noises are so high that we are not able to listen properly. So, can you go somewhere else?
Yeah, you may proceed. That are the questions.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What steps you have taken as an individual? Okay. Okay. So, in my life, I've taken a few steps, those which I consider not as big steps but small steps. For example, suppose if I'm traveling outside and I'm eating something, a packaged food, so I will never throw the packet on the streets. I will just keep the packet of the maybe the chips or the biscuits in my pocket, in my bag, and when I will reach home, I will just throw it in the dustbin. Other than that, uh, other than that, this is only one example. I'm not getting any other things which I have done to keep our earth clean, especially our surroundings clean. And what are the major challenges which I've faced? So one of the big challenges which I've faced is support of everyone. Suppose if I'm following a particular practice, but the other people are not following the same, then it's of kind of no use. But still, I continue to do so, like never throwing garbage on the street, never spitting on the streets, and not doing any throwing any trash on the roads and all. So these are the small steps which I follow. And one of the major challenges that not all the people do the same, and not every people is having like the basic civic sense to avoid littering on the streets. Uh, Second question, I will move to second question. We all have been through the schools apart from school curriculum as an individual. What do you wish should have been taught? Okay. So for the second question, I believe that in the school curriculum, uh, things such as mythological texts, for example, Ramayana, Mahabharata, should also be included because these are not just mythological texts. These are stories which can actually help to build our personality and as well as confidence. Apart from that, uh, nowadays in many schools we have AI related things, education related to AI and how to use AI tools. But when I was in school, that like AI was not that much popular, so I didn't study anything about artificial intelligence. So I think this thing should also be added in school curriculum. And the second part of the question is what things you are learning by yourself. Okay, so as of now, I'm just learning about this AI tools only. To be very honest, 3 or 2 months ago, I wasn't like aware of how to use ChatGPT. But slowly and steadily, I'm working upon this so that I can use it to the best of my purpose, and I'm able to get information in just a click of a mouse. So that's what I'm doing nowadays. I will move to the third question. Do you think every emotion should be validated? Give your one personal experience where you have put efforts to understand. Okay, first of all, I think if a person is expressing their emotions, then they should be valued a lot. Valued, yeah. They should be valued. Even if they are not validated by anyone else, but they should be valued. Because when a person expresses their emotions, they like it comes directly from their heart. And if we just value their emotions, it could be a positive emotion or a negative one, because every emotion has a reason. So we should like try to understand the reason of the particular emotion. And one of my personal experience when I put efforts to understand, mm, I am unable to recall any personal experience. So I will end this question here. Thank you so much.
Right. Your answers were really genuine. It was like something you were not pushing hard yourself to answer. It was your just general flow. Like you were just casually speaking what in your heart is. So it was really beautiful. And for the first question, how you said that people don't, you actually said that the people don't have civic sense. It's actually a little bit rude. Some might be it is true, but it was a little bit rude to say like that. Yes, they don't might have been, but so yes, they don't, but we have, and as our generation, we are the more people who have the civic sense, and we are going to do our better. Then in the second question, you said how mythological story. Yes, we don't learn more from equation definition more, but we more really learn from the stories. Stories are the real things which can give ourselves knowledge with emotions. So yes, and I like how you mentioned about chat gpt. Yes, there are a lot of users who use ChatGPT. Someone may be using it for simple calculation, and someone using it just do bigger coding or something. So we all really need to learn how to use these AI tools really effectively. And in the third question, yes, every emotion should be valued, as like you said, and it's okay not to recall, but I like how you mentioned that every emotion should be validated, and we really need people like you who valued everyone's emotions. Thank you, Wai, for participation, and we are looking forward for your more joining. So keep joining, keep learning, keep growing.
Thank you
And,
so much, Aishwarya.
and for the grammatical feedback, Preet ma'am will tell you what need to be correct.
I'm waiting for that.
Yeah, hi, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Yeah, hope you are doing well.
Definitely, if I talk with you, I'm doing well. Yep.
All right, sounds good. So, yeah, why? Let's go on with your constructive feedback. I would say you were fluent and you sounded very calm while speaking. So, that's a big strength that you have. So, see, the catch here is to make your answers more expressive, try adding some personal examples or real life scenarios, okay? Real life scenarios or situations. So, it would make your content more richer and easier to connect with. Other than that, you have had really nice delivery of speech. Then the grammatical errors, there were very few. The very first is you have said not every people. So see, every and people, they doesn't go together. Why? Because people is already a plural word. So you can't say every here, right? So you cannot take every people. You would just say not everyone or not every person. All right? Every people, they don't go together. You can say not everyone or not every person. Then you said, I didn't studied anything about AI in school. So, see, after did or after didn't. Okay, so which is the base verb, you don't say studied. Like, as you know, when we, in English, we don't use two verbs together that are already in past. All right, so after did or after didn't, which is already the base form of verb, which is already in past, you can't say the another verb in past only. Okay, so it won't be studied, it would be I didn't study anything about AI in the school. All right, or I haven't studied. All right, so didn't and studied won't go together. It would be I didn't study. Or the more polished version, you could say I never studied anything, or we were not taught anything about AI in school. Yeah, at last, as I have already said, the grammatical errors were very few. Keep participating, and you were really good in your speech delivery. So keep doing that.
Thank you so much, Preet ma'am. I appreciate your efforts for the feedback. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Preet ma'am, and thank you, Y, for the participation. We are looking more from you. Keep learning, keep joining, and keep enhancing yourself.
Yep.
So, should I wrap up the session, ma'am?
Yeah, sure. You can.
Okay, so there are just three questions, but we really get a lot of insights from others, a lot of experience, a lot of knowledge. So, in the last, we are really groomed now. So, thank you all for joining this session. Is it finished now? Ma'am, I would like to get feedback for myself. It was very first time for me to host this kind of session.
Mm-hmm. All right, Aishwarya, you were really good actually. You were so energetic and you have, made the conversation flow really naturally. You were really good.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. I know that might have been a lot of grammar mistakes from my side too.
Yeah, but still, you were the host and you have kept the things engaging. You have kept the things like energetic. So that is a really good thing. Other than that, grammatical errors you are learning, so you will be improving. So keep hosting more and more sessions. So you will improve definitely.
Thank you, ma'am, and thank you so much for your cooperation. If you were not there, I could have not done like that much.
That's really nice of you to say that.
Okay, ma'am. So, should I just end up the session?
Yeah, I've already, edited the video chat title. So yeah.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, Y, and thank you, Parvati.
You're welcome.
Lol.
Hi.
Welcome.
What's up, guys?
Such a nice name.
Thank you. You too have a nice name.